Hello everyone, it's TheCanadianWifier here. I've been having too many multi-billion take narrations where I'm never satisfied with my commentary. I'm like nervous as hell, shaking, just 50 parts, 50 takes, cuts everywhere. I'm done with all that. One take today. And we're just gonna get a battle started here. It's against my friend Nathan. Nathan is an awesome guy. Lives in Toronto. He's a Canadian. Ladies and gentlemen, Canadian brethren. He's in my box as well. His link will be down below as well. Go check him out. Just starting his channel. Relatively new, but he has so many things bred. It's ridiculous. He passes me nice stuff all the time. Go leave him a big thank you on my part. And one more thing I want to bring up before today's battle starts is the reason why I'm actually narrating right now. Schools are closed for the second straight day, but yesterday they were closed because of ice and snow on the roads, and it wasn't safe for buses to travel. Today it's closed because it's just too damn cold. Yes, Canadian schools just straight up get closed sometimes because it's too cold. Today it is minus 32, minus 40 with the wind chill, which is minus 26 Fahrenheit, or minus 40 with the wind chill. Yes, minus 40 is the exact same temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit. Your news Timbit for the day. Wow, looking at the teams, I have left myself 15 seconds for that. You know how I mentioned in the last video how when I try to build teams in my PC, I often overlook shit? I have 5 physical attackers, and he has a Sableye. He also has a very stally team, and he has a Talonflame. Basically, I need to keep Rotom alive, but Rotom's my only special attacker. It's going to be very difficult to get past Sableye. Put it that way. I'm at a huge disadvantage because of my crappy team building and my crappy ability to build teams from my PC. And anyway, I have Lead Machamp. Lead Assault Vest Machamp is an absolute terror. If you've never used it in the Battle Maison, it basically wins you any game you ever want to play in the Battle Maison. Like, most of the time I just 3-0 people in super singles, obviously, is what I'm talking about there. Anyway, I obviously can't do anything to the Rotom, or I can't do anything to the Sableye, so I'm going to switch out to my Rotom as I get burned. And then he's going to knock off my Chesto as I go for a Hydro Pump. Basically, my Rotom is half dead and has already lost his Chesto Berry, and he still has a Talonflame at full health, and it's turn 3. I'm not exactly playing smart, I'm not exactly playing strategically, and yeah, huge stupid plays on my part. I'm gonna go for the rest because I realized, crap, I need this thing at a very full health. Sleep turns don't reset anymore, which means even though I'm now asleep, I'm still somewhat useful. I mean, I'm not going to be completely useless just because I'm asleep. I can try to burn off turns here and there, and hopefully I'll be able to bring it in and rest up again. Basically, it's just going to be a sleep, or a Pokemon that's asleep for the whole game without sleep talk. So, whatever. I mean, it's still useful. It prevents me from getting straight up swept by Talonflame. Bring in Machamp on the Ferrothorn as he sets up Stealth Rock. Knowing that he's going to switch out to Sableye, I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. And then predicting the recover, I'm going to be ballsy and stay in and go for another Ice Punch just to try to negate the recover damage, which it basically does. He's back down below half. Knowing the Will-O-Wisp is most likely coming on this turn, I'm going to go back out into my Rotom, which is asleep. And he actually goes for the knockoff, which is absolutely fine, absolutely understandable. I could have technically done a ton of damage to the, what's that thing called, Sableye, with another Ice Punch, and then maybe Ice Punch plus burn damage would have killed it off, but I don't think so. He would have just been able to get off the recover on the next turn, so pretty safe play on his part. I burned off a turn of sleep there as I let him recover up, and then I'm just going to, I believe, I burn off both turns of sleep as he brings in the Ferrothorn. I know I'm going to wake up this turn. I'm going to be able to get off a Will-O-Wisp, and that's fantastic because the Ferrothorn is now basically useless. Well, not useless, but a Burn Ferrothorn is like, Burn is basically the perfect, like, even if you could Toxic a Ferrothorn, I would probably prefer Burn 9 times out of 10. It completely cripples its 93 base attack or whatever it has. Whatever, we're kind of a ramble there. Wow, what? Gonna go for the Volt Switch, which is really stupid on my part. And then an even dumber play is leaving my freaking Rotom in on the Garchomp, thinking maybe I could live an Outrage and get off a Will-O-Wisp. Trying to save my leave my Rotom in on the Garchomp to try to get off a burn. That was just damn right retarded because now I just died to a Draco Meteor. He turned out to be mixed. On this turn, I was busy doing calcs to see if Fire Blast at -2 would kill, and I waited 90 seconds and the game chose my first attack for me. I did not want to go for Bullet Punch on that turn. Absolutely not at all. I wanted to Mega Evolve and go for Defog, and in fact he misses the Fire Blast the first time. which is great for me. Unfortunately, I clicked Bullet Punch. Well, I didn't click it. The game picked it for me. So, yeah, you'd think I'd learned my lesson after that. That don't take 90 seconds to make a move because then you'll end up losing. I don't. There's more like that later on in this game, believe me. Anyway, the second frickin' Fire Blast burns me. 10% chance. He burned me. Basically, Scizor is going to be more or less useless for the rest of the game. To double out, we both double out. He brings in Pharaoh as I bring in a Azumarill. I know I can pretty much frickin' sweep his entire team with this Azumarill if I can get off a Belly Drum. And I do. I get off the Belly Drum, and then I frickin' miss a Play Rough. Are you kidding me? I miss the Play Rough, allowing him to get off a Leech Seed. And not only is that going to completely wear down my Azumarill to the point of basically being useless, but I guess trigger my Citrus Berry. I should probably fix that even odd number amount of HP on this thing. But he's now going to be able to live a player off with basically my Leech Seed damage, which is horrible. Another thing I was going to say, but I didn't get the chance to, is I knew I could set up on the Ferrothorn because he was burned. Power Whip would not have done that much. I'd be able to live the Power Whip plus the Belly Drum. Plus the Iron Barbs, I assume. So yeah, he's going to be able to basically kill me off with Iron Barbs. I do live with one, which means I at least get the kill off the Ferrothorn, but really, missing that foul play, I could have put in some massive damage on this guy's team. Probably taken at least 3 Pokemon with me, and I don't get to. He's gonna go for the Ice Shard with the Donphan. I don't know why. I don't know if... No, Donphan wouldn't have been able to outspeed, so that, I guess, was his only hope on that double to prevent me from roosting, but yeah, obviously, Mega Scizor's way too bulky for that shit. I'm gonna go for the Defog again, get rid of those hazards, because I don't want pointed stones around my team's feet. And here comes Talonflame, just gonna go for a Bullet Punch, try to get off a little bit of damage, as he turns out not to be the Bandit set, he turns out to be the SD set. So, I'm basically gonna lose, because he can go for another SD here. Now he's at +4, as I'm gonna be forced to go for the U-turn. What am I supposed to do at this point? Bring out Multi-Scale Dragonite. Can I live a +4 Brave Bird from an Adamant Talonflame? You bet your ass I can. This thing's way too ridiculous. Dragonite for MVP, baby. Even if he did live that Dragon Claw, I actually have Extreme Speed, because baby, Pokebank for the win. Knowing that the Ice Shard is most likely coming, I mean, he could have predicted around that because I don't have Roost, Weakness Policy, Dragon Dance 3 attacks, but still, whatever. I was able to bring in Machamp. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. That was a train wreck of a thought. I'm able to bring him a champ. I didn't even know this frickin' thing got player off. Are you kidding me? So he's just gonna be able to 2-hit KO my Machamp, not get hurt in confusion. He was trying to tell me before the battle how Guts Machamp is better than No Guard Machamp. Like, I've never even heard someone try to defend Guts Machamp. No, use Guts Conkeldurr. It's better than Guts. The reason you use Machamp is to fire off frickin' dynamic punches. And I could have showed him there, could have tried to prove my point, but no, of course I had to go and he had to break through the confusion. Make me feel even bad, rub more salt in my wounds. I bring in the Aegislash, which is an epic Pokemon that I really love using. As overused as it is, I really love the idea behind it. I really love how awesome it is, and just, I know, like I said, I know it's really standard, but I love using the damn thing. It's such a cool Pokemon, it's such a cool concept. Regardless, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, because I know the Sableye is coming in. And then, I know that as the Sableye has now cometh in, I'm going to be able to switch out into my Scizor. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to switch out into my Scizor because I know I can get up a bunch of roosts on it. The best thing it can do against me is Nightshade, which is an interesting move to carry on Sableye. Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Nightshade, and Knock Off. That is a pain in the ass, Sableye. Might not be as bad as Confuse Ray Recover, or Confuse Ray Substitute, or whatever MVZ ran last generation, but still a pain in the ass to try to face. He's going to knock off your item, he's going to do consistent damage too, he can burn your physical attackers. Regardless, I'm going to get off the U-turn. I believe there was some kind of predicting the recover there going on, but I'm going to switch an Aegislash, knowing that the Will-O-Wisp is now coming again, and I'm like, nope, I don't know why I just did that. He actually goes for the knockoff, which is fine. It probably would have, he's burned, so it wouldn't have killed my Aegislash, especially because I would have been in defense form, so yeah, it would not have done anything. But he would have got rid of my leftovers, and it would have been super effective damage, and I just would not have enjoyed it. I'm going to roost up as he brings in the Garchomp. Basically, at this point, Scizor is pretty damn useless, so I'm just going to get off a little bit of damage, and that maybe he can miss a Fire Blast. He doesn't do it. Spoilers. And Scizor is going to go down. Basically, there aren't Stealth Rock on the field right now. It's done its job. He's going to go for the Fire Blast on my thing. I went for the Iron Head here, just for no real reason over the Shadow Ball, but I knew they would both do the exact same damage. I actually have more attack than special attack on this thing. No, of course, he has to get another 10% burn with Fire Blast. Are you kidding me? So, now my Aegislash dies, for no reason. Aegislash, once again, I mean, it wouldn't have swept his team or anything, but it would have been able to put in a little bit of work. Regardless, at this point, the battle's pretty much over. I'm just going to be able to extreme speed off that thing. It doesn't have a rough skin, but the Ice Shard is going to kill off my Dragonite. So, yeah, 'tis the sad story of a man who can't team build out of his PC to save his life. Regardless, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. I will see you next time. Take it easy. Have a good day. Peace. Goodbye.